Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, it's the old gameplay from the previous video, but it's unedited or anything for now. But I just want to talk everything about today. I've got some massive news. As you're probably aware, Call of Duty Modern Warfare had its big reveal today. We had its teaser trailer yesterday. We got the full reveal and I'm so excited. I'm going to take first. I'm going to learn everything you can, so sit back and relax. I hope this isn't a long one. I'll try and speak as fast as I can. But yeah, first we're going to do a trailer breakdown, then we're going to learn everything about some of the YouTubers, and then we're going to end with some of the some tweets by Charlie and another fellow YouTuber as well. So let's get straight into it. Trailer breakdown. It is a reboot. They confirmed, the rumours were a few days that it might be a soft reboot, and it totally is. As you saw in the first few seconds, Price, the big man, the cigar loving man that we all love, is back. It looks very more tactical, as you can see by the gameplay. It was a lot tactical, like close quarters, just by the breach and clears. It looks very cool. Apparently, it's going to take all over the world, which is very cool. I'm going to love Call of Duty 4 vibes as well, which is fantastic for me because I love Call of Duty 4. Bravo 6 is back, which is the SES team from Call of Duty 4, which Price said, and he does say Bravo 6, so that's back. Okay, now it's going for a very realistic approach. As you can tell, there was the amount of attacks. There was scenes in London. There was one Middle East with a gas explosion. They're going for a very realistic terror attack. So this is going to be a very controversial game when it releases by the press, probably. But yes, but I think this is something that we need because a lot of people don't really know about the terrorist attacks, obviously, which is awful. It's awful to go through that. I can't imagine what it's going to be like, but it's going for a realistic approach. As you can see in the trailer, I noticed like there was a massive riot. It looks like in the Middle East with like the Marines or the US military, but at last it looked like a massive riot to me. Just let me know what you thought about that. The SES is back. I'm going to read the official description from the trailer from the Call of Duty website, as it reads. The stakes have never been higher as players take on the role of a lethal Tier 1 operatives in a heart-racing saga that will affect the global balance of power. Call of Duty Modern Warfare engulfs fans in an incredibly raw, gritty, provocative narrative that brings unraveling intensities and shines a light on the changing nature of modern war. Developed by the studio that started all, Infinity Ward develops an epic reimagining of the iconic Modern Warfare series from the ground up. Just to pretend like it's a reboot. Or it's a reimagining. In the visceral and dramatic single-player story campaign, Call of Duty Modern Warfare pushes boundaries and breaks the rules the way only Modern Warfare can. Players will engage in a breathtaking covert operations alongside a diverse cast of international special forces throughout iconic European cities and volatile expanses of the Middle East. And the story doesn't end there. In Call of Duty Modern Warfare, players will be thrust in an immersive narrative expanding the entire game. Players can experience the ultimate online playground with classic multiplayer, or squad up and play cooperatively in a collection of elite operations, access to all skill levels. We are getting Spec Ops back, baby. Spec Ops was everything to me when I was younger. With Modern Warfare 2, when I first got Modern Warfare 2, me and my brother just played it constantly. We split screen. We loved it, and we're super excited. Call of Duty Modern Warfare arrives on October 25th, 2019. That obviously the release date. It is a reimagining, so they get to bring old teams, people back. And it is interesting. At the end, there was a little, like there was in the teaser trailer yesterday. There's the blue line. It says, "Who's your team?" That's via voice by a woman, and it sounds like Captain Price says. This person does sound like Captain Price, but the quote is "some old comrades." So is that teasing Ghost and Soap? I hope so, and I hope we see them at E3. Obviously, I think Infinity Ward will show stuff at E3, or maybe we'll get one of the campaign missions. They might show some multiplayer. I think they're going to announce the beta days, so hopefully I can get some beta and show that for you guys because I'll be super excited for it. Anyway. Moving on to some evidence I gathered from certain YouTubers. Okay, I didn't see every YouTuber like videos about it. By the time this video is up, there's gonna be loads. So make sure you go check everyone's channel about, see how their perspective is and what their take on the reveal was. Anyway, so a lot of them went to Infinity Ward. I got my evidence here, what I'm about to read from Prestigious Key, Exclusive Ace, and Mr. Dallas JD. Go and check them 3 channels out, they are fantastic. They break it all down in more detail than I do. I'm just going to skim over the important parts for you guys. Okay, So as far as I know, also Charlie Intel went there. They only got to saw like 2 campaign like missions. They didn't see any multiplayer, so I think that's going to be the big thing for E3. So anyway, it's not connected to any of the previous Modern Warfare games, so 1, 2, and 3. The first scene they saw from the campaign first mission was a car bombing in London. As you saw some clips in London with that police officer about to shoot that person shooting up the car windscreen with his pistol. And then apparently that leads to a lot of people dying on the streets of London, which is awful. Then Prestige Key, I mainly watched. He says that Price leads the team in London on a raid where they could think where the terrorists, the people responsible for the said explosion, are taking place. Also, Exclusive A says that as well. But Charlie Intel said that it's actually Navy SEALs and not Price. But who knows? There will be a raid. I assume that'll be your mission to take down that house. Prestige also said that the building was 1-to-1 scale and it's a 3-story house confirmed by Exclusive Ace. 1-to-1 scale. So if you don't know what 1-to-1 scale means, it means like realistically buildings. So apparently you get to see that all over because Prestige goes on to say about the engine they use like photo. I can't remember what he says exactly, but it's like photorealism. So they go around. A lot of the developers went around and take photos of actual places. So you might see some realistic buildings inside. So it looks very cool. So the person who was playing decided to go with a stealthy approach, use the night vision, shoot the lights out, and you see all the infrared. So they go for a very realistic. The new engine going for a very realistic approach. New night vision, so you see all the infrared on their friendlies to confirm their friendlies, and looks really good. You get to see all the lights from their guns, which is very cool. They clear room to room, but that's very cool. The new engine, I'm just going to scale on my notes here. The new engine includes like bullet penetration, so you can see how the bullets go. Bullet drop, let me explain that. So, previous Call of Duty, you just want to shoot the bullet. You do see the bullet, but it just goes straight to the floor. This one actually bounces off like a surface or an object before it hits the ground, which is more realistic. I think it's very cool. I can't wait to see that in action. The new lighting is a new sound system as well, where the sound, if you shoot at a far building, you can see how far it is just by hearing the sound of your bullet travel. Which I think is very cool. But Exclusive A said that. Just moving on. The second mission they got to see, you start as a young girl. You play as a young girl. Mum is died because there's a massive rubble from a giant explosion in the Middle East. They meet their dad and they find their brother. Then rebels come in, shoot the place up, kill a lot of civilians. It's awful. Then the dad gives you cell phones to the girl and the brother. Tell them to use in case they get separated again. This is all via Prestige Key, by the way. He goes in a lot more detail, so go and check his channel. He gives in-depth knowledge. The terrorists come in. A terrorist comes in and ends up killing the father when he gets a massive struggle, kills him with an AK-47, and the kids end up getting taken down, and then it goes into a massive stealth operation. But then I think that is a flashback confirmed by Charlie Intel as well, which is nice to see because they might grow up to be rebel fighters that playing against this terrorism group. So we're going to see like a civil war brewing in the Middle East between these two factions. Going on to that's right. Just moving on. Sorry. So this is all from tweets. First, I'm going to start off with Chaos before I went live. Chaos tweeted saying, Operator Edition from the PlayStation Store. 2 to 20 players is showed on the picture. So is that teasing Ground War? We're getting another Battle Royale. I'd rather just have Ground War. I think keep Battle Royale with Blackout, I personally believe. But yeah, there's Charlie Intel also tweeted out there's several editions. So go and check them out from Call of Duty News at Charlie Intel. Anyway, moving on to the official tweets. Mr. Dallas JD said this as well. No season pass and cosplay. I'll get more of that in a minute. I'm trying to speak quick as this is a very long video. So anyway, you play as T1 operatives and also Arab soldiers. That refers to the two children, obviously grown up. Exclusive A said this, and also Charlie Intel tweeted it, and I've also retweeted it, so go and check it out on my Twitter. Weapon progression is shared between campaign, multiplayer and co-op. Infinity Ward said that they wanted to feel like a more one complete game and not just 3 separate modes. I think this is fantastic. I think it's a perfect approach for Call of Duty. I think it's fantastic for people who aren't good as multiplayer can like progress through their levels just playing campaign or co-op. I think that's fantastic, and I hope more Call of Duties in the future take this in note. And I'm super excited to get through it, and it's worth grinding for the campaign. Anyway, so I'm very super excited for that. Super? What am I talking about? Anyway, further on from Charlie Intel, the tweet is saying Eurogamer reported the new engine has been in development for 5 years, and that further on, this engine, it looks like to be the future of Call of Duty, because apparently they're going to be sharing it across the other Call of Duty studios as well. So I'm excited. I've heard nothing but great things about this engine. I'm super excited. It's about time we got a new engine for Call of Duty, and this looks like it's going to be a massive game changer. Anyway, the 2 campaign missions they say on now. The first one, they said that a Navy SEAL raid house in London. Obviously, they evidence from Precious Keaton, there was the Captain Price and the SAS, but it was a massive raid. That's going to be one of the missions. The other one was a flashback, it says, of 2 kids becoming rebel fighters. And then apparently it's in the same tweet, Infinity Ward confirmed that the true rebels would be teaming up with Captain Price later on in the story / campaign, which is amazing. If you don't know, a lot of the developers who did COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2 are back at Infinity Ward, and some people who worked at Naughty Dog involved in the campaign, so it's going to be a fantastic campaign. I can't wait. Small details on Co-op as well. New versions of Spec Ops. And the official description says this: squad up and play cooperatively in a collection of elite operations, accessible all skill levels, which I read earlier. Anyway, PC version is going to be on battle.net, just like Black Ops 4 was. So, and it's going to be handled by Raven, I think it said. I can't confirm that. Just go and look at the tweet. Anyway, more news on Season Pass and crossplay. No Season Pass, finally! Maps are going to be completely free when they come out. That's going to be fantastic. And the best news is crossplay is confirmed between Xbox, PS4 and PC. I don't know how I feel about the PC. Xbox and PS4, great. PC, it might be a bit hard because PC players will get a bit more advantage to console players just because of the more freedom with the mouse and keyboard. But yeah, that's all I have time for you. That is everything that I've looked into and what I think about the reveal trailer. Leave in the comments what you think about the trailer, what you want to see in this Call of Duty. And yeah, the next time we're going to see this is at E3. I will give you everything they run down for E3 when they show it. Anyway, thank you. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye bye for now.